All right. Are you ready to start? Yes. Good. We expect maximum silence, all right? Okay. Dear parents, twishimiye kuba muri hano muri iki gitondo. Ndasaba ko dukosora kuri iyo agenda mufite. Kubera ko mwahageze turakurikizaho indirimbo yubahiriza igihugu, hanyuma isengesho, haraza ijambo ry'umuyobozi w'ikigo, hamwe izindi gahunda zikurikize. Nagira ngo mukosoremo aho ngaho. Murakoze. Bimwe rero tugiye gutangira.
My name is Mugabo Gisa Alvin and I study in P.4 class at La Colombiere School.
At La Colombiere School.
Dear parents, fellow students and teachers, let us all stand up and sing the national anthem.
Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen.
Notre Père qui es aux cieux, que ton nom soit sanctifié, que ton règne vienne, que ta volonté soit faite sur la terre comme au ciel. Donnez-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour. Pardonnez-nous nos offenses, comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés. Mais ne nous laisse pas entrer en tentation, mais délivre-nous du mal. Amen.
Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen.
We are very honored to have you to witness our science project exhibition. Now, let me invite the principal for welcoming remarks.
Welcome, our dear principal.
murakoze namwe twarimo turakira ababyeyi ariko namwe mwaramutse sibyo turishimye cyane kubashoboye kugera hano kubera ndabizi haba hari gahunda nyinshi ariko kandi n'iyi gahunda twatangije ngira ngo uyu mwaka izahora iba buri mwaka ni byiza ko mwabaye abantu bayitangiza. Iyi gahunda rero si yindi twayise Science Project Exhibition. Kuki? Kubera ko abana nk'uko mubizi biga science. Ngira ngo iyo bakiri hasi kuva P1 batangira biga ikintu cyitwa STE, mujya mukibona. Ngira ngo ni science et technologie élémentaire. Ku buryo bwabo bungana nabo. Hanyuma nk'uko mubizi hano kuri la Colombiere mu wa kane P4 batangira kwiga science ariko noneho mu Cyongereza. Kuki? Kuko dushaka kwisanisha ko dufite gahunda ya leta, dufite programme ya NESA, ni ukuvuga ko kuko baba bazakora ikizamini cya leta mu Cyongereza, niyo mpamvu duhita tugitangira cyangwa dutangira science mu Cyongereza. Abantu benshi baba bafite impungenge icyo gihe iyo abana barangije uwa gatatu yibaza ati se uyu muntu uko yigaga mu Gifaransa atangiye gute Icyongereza? Ariko cya Cyongereza biga muri English course cyangwa English subject kiba gihagije kugira ngo nagera P4 ashobore kumva noneho ya science akayikomeza mu Cyongereza. Ngira ngo abantu bafite abana bageze mu wa gatandatu barabizi biba ikibazo gato iyo gitangira, ariko iyo amaze iminsi atangira kumenyera navuga gute amaterme cyangwa terminology bakoresha muri science. Kandi muzi ko mubagurira na bya bitabo textbook, iyo afite notes akaba afite na textbook mu Cyongereza biramufasha agenda amenyera akagera muri P6 ashobora gukora ikizamini cya leta mu Cyongereza muri iyo science. Uyu munsi turibanda kuri science gusa, nimwumva ntavuze ayandi masomo suko adahari, ariko nashango twibande muri science. Ikindi nababwira nuko murabizi ko ari wo murongo igihugu cyihaye ikoranabuhanga n'ubumenyi ngiro, ni ukuvuga ko ari ugusanisha ibyo baba bize muri theory na pratique. Uyu munsi rero nicyo dushaka kubereka, tuzajya tubikora buri mwaka. Ikindi muraza kubona twibanze kuri P4 na P5, ariko twatumiye ababyeyi b'abana kuva nursery. Kubera iki? Kuva muri maternelle niba mwarabibonye dusigaye tubasaba na projet bakorera mu rugo, akantu gato atangira afite umukasi na karito mwaba mufite mu rugo iyo yose na colle, kugira ngo atangire akoresha iki amaboko ye. Ubwo rero muzajya mudukundira, twabasabye ko akora projet mumuhe ibikoresho, kuko twabonye binagabanya televiziyo gatoya. Kuvuga ngo nufunga televiziyo afite projet wamusigiye, nubwo wajya mu kazi wasanga hari ikintu arangije, kandi ukamureka akakikorera wenyine, wenda ukaza mukapolishinga nyuma ariko yabyikoreye. Icyo nicyo dushaka gutangiza, si ukuvuga ko kitari kiriho, ariko dushaka kugishyiraho umurongo hano kuri la Colombiere. Twari dusanzwe dushaka ko umwana agira za ndimi zibiri zitatu, nako Ikinyarwanda akakivuga neza, Icyongereza, Igifaransa. Ibyo bintu tubishyiramo imbaraga zose, ariko noneho turashaka no gushyiramo imbaraga mu bumenyi ngiro, mu gukoresha amaboko. Murabizi gahunda ya leta, muzi IPRCs barimo barazikwira hose. Reka rero tubitangire umwana akiri muri maternelle amenye ko hari ikintu ashobora kwikoresha. Ubwo rero niyo mpamvu narimo ndasobanura y'uyu munsi. P4 twatangiriye kuri P4 na 5. Abatoya bari muri class, si ubwo ko twabibagiwe, hari n'ibyo bakoze twabishyize hariya, nabyo muraza kubibona ni mugera igihe musura amastanzi y'abana. nuko twabonye ko tutabikorera rimwe ari ishuri ryose, ariko uburyo uko buzagenda buba tuzaba dufite n'ama workshop ya buri class ku buryo ibintu bakoze biba expose n'umwana akishima abonye ko ikintu cye bagishyize ahabona n'ababyeyi bakibonye. So niyo mpamvu y'uyu munsi twongera tubashimira tubaha ikaze. Ubu ngubu rero ngira ngo tugiye gutangira gahunda, muraza kugenda abana muraza kutufasha nk'uko uburere muhabwa bubabwira ni ukwitonda, sibyo? Nta rusaku, nta kuvunga, sibyo? Noneho tureke ababyeyi bakurikire ibintu mwagiye mwiga muri theory, noneho ubu mwashyize muri practice cyangwa in practice, sibyo? So rero ntabatindiye, reka mpe ijambo umuyobozi w'amasomo, ariko ndumva namuvuga ibintu byose ibyo bari kuvuga umuntu nahise mbivuga simbizi, ariko niba hari icyo nibagiwe ubwo ijambo ni iryawe. Nibagiwe kubabwira ko uyu munsi twakomatanyije ibintu byinshi kubera turimo turasoza gahunda mbere y'ibizamini. Hari class hano ya maternelle irimo competition ya English reading batangira mu gihembwe bahatana bakora dictation bakageraho abanyuma cyangwa abambere basohoka. Uno munsi bagahatana kandi muri English reading. Nyuma y'ibi ngibi nimusura na school garden hepfo muraba muri free gusura n'amastands, ariko mushobora no gusura aho harimo harabera English reading competition. Murakoze.
Utuntu duke ntabwo ari ukutwongeraho bwo mu gushimangira. When we talk of practical learning, I think we're promoting the 3H: the hands, the heart, and the head. That is now full or complete learning. When the three are not working together, the results are partial results. Ntabwo umusaruro uba wuzuye iyo umuntu yahawe ubumenyi gusa cyangwa what we call knowledge. Kimwe nk'uko ntabwo buba bwuzuye iyo atabishyizeho umutima we ngo agire icyo akora. Ugomba ko wa mutima n'amaboko n'umutwe bijyanirana byose kugira ngo umuntu arusheho kumenya ibyo yize. Ikindi ngira ngo nshimangire ni gufata ibyemezo umuntu akiri mutoya. These are going to grow into problem solvers. Hari ibibazo byinshi kuri iyi si, ariko abantu cyangwa abana nk'aba ngaba baramutse batojwe bakiri batoya dushobora kuzagera mu kinyejana cyabo bitakiri ibibazo. Aho ngaho rero niho turangamije. Ikindi nshobora kugira ngo mvuge ni the interest. Bikundisha umwana kwiga. Ku babyeyi mufite abana, iyo bamuhaye project cyangwa yatahanye project mu rugo, muzi ukuntu bababuza amahoro, sibyo? Why? They like to do it. Ariko waba umubwira ngo najye gukora revision y'amatest ugasanga bibaye nko guhangana, siko bimeze? It means kwa guconcentrating ngo asome asubiremo biragusaba gushyiramo cyane imbaraga. Ariko hariya kubera ko arakora n'amaboko ye n'umutima we n'umutwe we byose, ni ukuvuga ngo be creating an interest, abikora bikunze. Nabaho urugero, aba bantu mubona hano bateguraga, niyo bari kubabwira ngo tugume hano tugeze saa 5, ikibazo cyari kuba ababyeyi, ariko ubundi bo nta kibazo kuri bo kubera iki ibyo bakora barabishaka. Ni ukuvuga ngo it is very interesting umuntu kubyuka agafata ikarito mwajugunye akayibumbabumba agakuramo imodoka kandi yayisunika ikagenda. Isn't it a great experience? Kandi namwe tubashimira kuko murabafasha aba bantu. Ni ukuri kw'Imana twese hamwe tuzi ko ibi bintu birimo bituganisha heza.
This is the moment we have been all waiting for. We have a number of projects, in which among them is agriculture, air, electricity, human sensory organ, food and nutrition, sound, tools, object production, organization skills, and materials.
I'll have the remarks from the teacher of science and the closing remarks by the principal. Now let me invite the group of agriculture to give us their presentation.
Our dear parents, teachers, and visitors, welcome to La Colombiere School Science Exhibition. My name is Isaac in P.5 and I'm here with my classmates to talk about agriculture. First of all, agriculture is the art and science of cultivating the soil, growing crops, and raising the livestock. Agriculture includes the preparation of plants and animal products for people to use and distribution to the market. Agriculture provides most of the world's food and fabrics. Cotton, wool, and leather are all agricultural products. Agriculture also provides wood for construction and paper products. These products may, as well as agricultural method used, may vary from one part of the world to another. In this presentation, we are mainly going to look at specific agricultural projects we have at our mighty school. This includes crop growing, chicken keeping, goat keeping, and rabbitry. Let me invite my colleague Shiloh to take us to the school garden project.
Parents, you may stand and we go to our school garden.
I'm Sheila in P5 class. And I am Tia. I am Kezia in P5C. As you just said, you have the Colombiere School Garden. There we managed to carry out all soil preparation processes that included land clearing, primary cultivation, secondary cultivation, and leveling by ourselves. We are able to plant cabbages, carrots, watermelon, cucumber, eggplants, maize, sweet potatoes, yams, spinach, and other cash crops like coffee, sugarcane, etc. Most of the crops are ready for harvesting, while others still growing. Engaging ourselves in this activity helps us to know that vegetables contain helpful vitamins that enable our body to make blood cells to fight against diseases.
And at the same time has also helped us to understand that the food that we always see in our fridges come from plants, and we should know how to take care of plants and at the same time support farmers to increase food production in the country. This can help us to live a healthy and better life. For more information about the school garden and in the details, find us at our stand.
This is your stand. Okay, and the cabbage, they can buy cabbages. Those who want, mushobora kugura amashu no munsi. Ushaka kugura ishu aza kugura. N'ibigori byawe. Okay. Okay.
Let us have Lael to talk about chicken farming.
Thank you, Shiloh. I'm Laya in P5 class, and I'm here to talk about chicken farming. Chickens are the most common domestic birds in Rwanda. They provide eggs, meat, and fertilizers. In order to raise good chicken, you must have a well-ventilated, dry, clean coop with a suitable drainage system. My main point is to take you into reproduction in chickens. First of all, reproduction is the process by which living things multiply in number. How do chicken reproduce? Chicken reproduce through two processes, that's laying eggs and incubation of eggs. Incubation of eggs, that means giving an egg a favorable temperature for it to hatch into a chick either naturally or artificially. Artificial incubation involves the use of a machine called an incubator and give the machine called an incubator or a incubator. This works in the absence of a brooding hen and gives a similar temperature as that one of a brooding hen. Let us welcome Miguel to continue talking about chicken farming.
Thank you, Shiloh. I am Miguel in P5. Thank you, Layel. Thank you, Layel. I am Miguel in P5 here to talk more about chicken farming. Here's an incubator we have made by ourselves. You only need to have a source of heat, a thermometer, a box or container like this one. It takes 21 days for an egg to hatch into a chick. As you can see, we have 3 chicks out of 4 eggs. One of them died. We did not treat them well.
Sorry. It happens. It's normal.
The incubation, how did we achieve this? We kept the humidity at 37.5 degrees Celsius and kept turning the eggs at least twice a day to give them the required temperature. When the process reached 18 days, we stopped turning the eggs for them to position themselves for hatching inside the egg. After observing this, you can start your own chicken farm indirectly by incubation of eggs. Let me invite Bessie to tell you about goat farming.
Thank you, Miguel. My name is Bessie in P5 class. I am here to talk about goat feeding. As chickens and goats are also domestic animals, we have local and exotic breeds of goats. Goats are easy to rear and very resistant to any weather. Goat feed can easily be found within the environment. These include plants, leaves, grass, hay, and vegetable peelings. Goats are mainly kept for meat, milk, and income and manure. Thank you. I am going to give to my partners to talk about goat feed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bessie. My name is Amin Gil and I'm in P5 class at the Colombiere school. I'm here to talk about goat keeping. You might wonder, how can you start a goat farm? 1. Create a goat business plan. 2. Consider the land and the location. 3. Provide good housing. 4. Establish reliable sources of grass and hay. 5. Capital. You must buy a good quality. You must buy a good quality of goats. 6. You must set aside money for veterinary expenses. 7. You must do a market survey. Goats must feed and drink in clean troughs. Each shed must be kept clean and dry to avoid any kind of diseases. Let me call my colleague Ella to continue with rabbitary.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Jules. My name is Ella and I'm here to talk about rabbitary.
The practice of keeping domestic rabbits is known as rabbitry. Rabbit farming is not only profitable but also enjoyable. One can keep rabbits as pets at home. Rabbit keeping begins with the construction of a hutch. As you can see here, a hutch is a house for domestic rabbits. A good rabbit house should have the following conditions. It should be raised above the ground. This protects rabbits from crawling predators. It should be well ventilated to allow proper circulation of air. It should be clean and dry to prevent rabbit diseases. We have the criteria for choosing a good rabbit to rear. As you can see here, you can choose young rabbits that can reproduce, choose strong and healthy rabbits, choose rabbits that are big in size. We have the proper feeding of rabbits. Rabbits should be fed on green vegetables such as cabbages and carrots. They can also be fed on pellets. Pellets are manufactured animal feeds. Rabbits should be given water all the time. What are the importance of rabbit farming? Rabbits give increased income. Rabbits are kept for meat production. Rabbit droppings are used as manure. Rabbit give us fur for making wool clothes. Thank you. That's what we will have to say about agriculture.
Let's have the goats and chicken and rabbits and also at the crops. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Group of Agriculture, for your presentation. Now let me invite the Group of Area for their presentation. My name is Ecole. I am in P.4 class. I am here, me and my classmates, to talk about air. Air is invisible. We cannot see it, but it is everywhere in the atmosphere. We can prove its presence by observing its actions. Those actions are its properties. There are 4 properties of air. Air has weight, air exerts pressure, air occupies space, and air can be compressed. I'm going to show an experiment proving that air exerts pressure. I am going to take a bottle, I fill it with water, I put a cardboard on the top, I turn it upside down. You will observe that the water that was in the bottle didn't fall. This proves that air exerts pressure because air keeps on pushing the bottle and the water to do not fall. I'm going to put a cardboard on the top. I turn it upside down. Now you can see that the cardboard that was on the bottle didn't fall. This proves that air exerts pressure because air keeps on pushing the cardboard to do not fall. Thank you. Let me call my colleague Caroline to talk about properties of air. My name is Diramata Anna Caroline, and I'm going to talk about properties of air. There are different properties of air. As my classmate just said, I'm going to do an experiment showing that air occupies space. I'm going to take a transparent bucket, fill it with water, and then I will need 2 tins. And then I will need one which has a hole at the bottom and the other one which doesn't have a hole. I will take the one which doesn't have a hole, then put in a serviette. I will put in the serviette until it sticks down. Then I will take the one which has a hole, then put it in water. You will see that there are bubbles coming. Those bubbles were the air occupying the space in the tin that was escaping from the hole. Then I will take the other one which doesn't have a hole, which has even the serviette in it, then put it in water. I will remove the tin and you will see that the serviette is dry. Occupy the whole space in the tin. This shows that air occupies space. Let me call my classmate Gavin to talk about uses of oxygen.
My name is Agande Utajengwa Gavin, and I'm going to talk about uses of oxygen. I'm in P.4 class. Air helps us in respiration. Air helps plants in germination. Air supports combustion. Combustion means burning. I will prove an experiment showing that air supports combustion or burning. I will take 2 candles, light up one of them, take a glass, then I cover the glass on one of the candles. You will observe that that candle which was covered will go off. Then I will cover one of the candles. After some seconds, the candle will go off. This proves me that air supports combustion. Let me call my classmate Kasai Desi to talk about uses of carbon dioxide.
My name is Kasai Shima Jesse. I'm in P4 class, and as my teammate just said, I'm here to talk about uses of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has many uses. One of them is that carbon dioxide is used during plant photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food. For an experiment to prove that, you'll need some green grass and a stone. When you put the stone over the green grass, after some few days, you remove it, you'll see that the green grass has become yellowish. The reason why it has become yellowish is that because it's due to lack of carbon dioxide. Another use is that carbon dioxide is used to preserve drinks like soda. For an experiment to prove that, you need soda. Then when you open it, you can open it, you'll see that there are some bubbles coming out. The bubbles are carbon dioxide. In case of no carbon dioxide, the drink will immediately die or expire. Another use is that carbon dioxide is used to put off fire. In case of fire outbreak at school, you can use a fire extinguisher to put off the fire. The reason why the fire went off is because there is carbon dioxide in the fire extinguisher, and carbon dioxide does not support combustion. Let me do an experiment to prove that. The fire extinguisher and put out the fire. For more information about air, you can come to see us in our table.
With great experience, they will do it, we know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, group of air, for your presentation. Now I would like to invite the group of electricity to show us their presentation.
Welcome, dear parents. My name is Manzinais in Primary 5, and I am here with my colleagues to tell you about a topic called energy. Energy is the ability to do work, and we have different forms of energy like heat energy, light energy, sound energy, potential energy, and many others. But as per this group, we are specifically here to tell you about electric energy. Electric energy is a form of energy produced by the flow of current. Electric energy has many sources like solar energy, hydropower energy, biomass energy, and wind power. Electricity is important because it helps to light our houses even at night. It helps to operate electric appliances at home. It helps to simplify daily tasks of people and many others. Let me welcome my friend Miguel to tell you more about electricity.
Thank you, Manzinais. My name is Miguel, and here to talk about solar power. Solar panel works when the sun shines onto the solar panel. Then the PV cells absorb the sunlight, transfers it to the controller, takes it to the battery banks. The battery banks are used like in the middle of the night, there is no sun, they store power for night usage. Then from the battery banks takes to the inverter to the meter, supplies it in electrical appliances at home. Thank you. Now let me invite Shaina to tell you about hydropower.
Thank you, Miguel. As he said, I'm going to introduce hydropower. First of all, what is hydropower? Hydropower is a form of energy produced from moving water. You may ask yourself, how does hydropower work? Hydropower works when water is stored in the reservoir, then the turbine is turned on by the force of falling water, then the generator is turned on by the turbine and produces electricity, then electricity is exported to the grid to turn on electric appliances. Hydroelectric power is cheap and renewable. Thank you to listen to me. Let me introduce my colleague Julien to talk about biomass energy.
Thank you, Sharina. I'm going to be talking about biomass energy. First of all, what is biomass energy? Biomass energy is a renewable source of electric energy which is got from plants, leaves, sewage, and many more things around the environment. Biomass energy sources are forestry crops and revenues, agricultural crops and revenues, industrial revenues, animal revenues, municipal solid waste, sewage, and many more. Sources of biomass energy can be got from around the environment. How is biomass energy formed? Biomass energy is formed when all things got from different sources are burned, then the steam got from them is boiled by the boiler, then the steam spins the turbine to generate electricity, then the generator distributes it to the national grid to distribute to homes. It is also formed when water is boiled up by the boiler to create steam, to spin the turbine, then distribute it to the generator, which distributes it to the national grid to send it to homes. I'm also going to be talking about wind electric power. What is wind electric power? It is electricity got from the power of wind. It is renewable and cheap. It is formed when wind spins the wind blades to generate electricity to the turbines, which send the electricity to the national grid to distribute to homes. Let my colleague Nice to talk about uses, dangers of electricity.
Thank you.
As you can see, we tried to make a house with a windmill that the windmill can spin and by the force of the wind, and it can produce electricity to light up the bulb inside the house. Let me talk about dangers of electricity. Electricity can cause severe burns. Electric shocks can cause death. It can damage electric appliances and many others. How can we prevent these dangers? We can prevent them by wearing rubber gloves while handling electric appliances. We can also prevent them by standing on wooden or plastic platforms while handling electric appliances. Here are tools and materials used in electricity. We have a plier. A plier is a tool used in electricity. We also have a wire stripper. It is also a tool used in electricity. These are components of an electric circuit. We have a dry cell, a switch, a light bulb, and connecting wires. They can be used to make an electric circuit. As you can see, we can switch on and the bulb can light, and when we switch off, it gets off. Thank you for listening to us.
At the beginning, and we expect much more every time that goes by, because we're here to learn, and we know this is not going to stop today. Thank you very much.
Now let me invite the group of human sensory organs to show us their presentation.
Good morning, dear parents. Welcome to the Colombia School at our science exhibition. My name is Ella. I'm in P.4 class, and me with my classmates are here to talk about human sensory organs. I am here to talk about the functional mechanism. Sensory organs are organs which help the body to collect information from the surroundings. This action is known as reception. The information collected by sensory organs from the surroundings is known as stimulus. We have 5 sensory organs: the ears for hearing, the eyes for seeing, the nose for smelling, the tongue for tasting, and the skin for feeling. We have the functional mechanism of sensory organs. Sensory organs collect stimulus from the environment, send it to the brain through sensory nerves. Nerves are like electric cables which send impulses to your brain and connect it with the rest of your body. The brain, after interpretation, gives a feedback to sensory organs, and that's when we can understand what you are hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, or feeling. Welcome my classmates Melanorola to talk about the human ear. Thank you, Ms. Ika, for presenting me. As she said, I'm going to talk about the human ear. The ear is a sensory organ for hearing. It has the same functional mechanism as others. The ear collects sound waves from the pinna, sends it to the ear canal. The pinna collects sound waves from the air, sends it to the brain through the auditory nerve for interpretation. The brain gives a feedback, and that's when we know the kind of sound we're hearing. For example, a dog crying, a baby crying, a dog barking, a car moving. The ear is divided in 3 sections or main parts. These are outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. The outer ear is the part which can be seen. It collects sound waves from the air. The outer ear has the following parts. These are pinna, auditory canal or ear canals. The pinna collects sound waves from the air, sends it to the ear canal. The ear canal directs it to the eardrum. The eardrum vibrates sound waves to the middle part. The middle part has 3 bones called ossicles. These are hammer, anvil, stirrup. They make sound waves stronger. They send them to the cochlea. This is where the actual hearing takes place. The cochlea sends it to the auditory nerve. The auditory nerve sends it to the brain for interpretation.
This is the semicircular canal. It maintains body balance. Let me call my colleague Noemi to talk about the hygiene of the ear.
Thank you, Melano, to introducing me. As she said, I'm going to talk about the hygiene of the ear. We can maintain our ear clean by not cleaning our ear using sharp objects, by removing dirt and wax from the ear, by removing foreign objects from the ear, by cleaning our ear using cotton buds, by not pushing objects in the ear. If we don't have good hygiene of the ear, it can lead to ear defects or disorders. The inability to hear sound is known as deafness. There are three common types of ear deafness: partial deafness, permanent deafness, and sensory deafness. Partial deafness is when a person cannot hear properly. Partial deafness is caused by holes in the eardrum, too much wax in the ear, and foreign objects into the ear. Permanent deafness is when a person cannot hear everything. Permanent deafness is inherited, old age, and ear damage. Sensory deafness is when a person cannot understand what he or she is hearing. Sensory deafness is caused by diseases of blood vessels, harmful drugs, loud noise, too much wax in the ear. Partial deafness can be corrected by removing dirt and wax and foreign objects from the ear. Permanent deafness cannot be corrected. Sensory deafness can be corrected by treating diseases of blood vessels, staying away from noisy places, remove wax from the ear. Thank you for listening, and I'm going to call my classmate Kate to talk about the human eye.
Thank you, Naomi, for introducing me. As she said, I'm going to talk about the human eye. The eye is the sensory organ for seeing. Like any other sensory organ, the eye collects message from the environment and sends it to the brain for interpretation. The image of what we see is formed at the retina. The inability of the eye to function properly is known as eye defects. There are two common types of eye defects: short-sightedness or myopia and long-sightedness or hypermetropia. Let me call my colleague Ayla to talk more about eye defects.
Thank you, Kate, for introducing me. Like she said, I'm going to talk about the eye defects. The eye defect is the inability of the eye to work properly. There are two common types of eye defects: short-sightedness or myopia, long-sightedness or hypermetropia. Short-sightedness is a condition when a person can only see nearby objects but cannot see distant objects. In this case, it means that the image is formed at the retina. This is normal sight because the image is formed at the retina. This is short-sightedness because the image is formed in front of the retina. Short-sightedness can be corrected by wearing glasses with concave lens. These lenses increase the size of the image. Long-sightedness is a condition when a person can only see nearby objects but cannot see distant objects. In this case, it means that the image has been formed behind the retina. This is normal sight. Long-sightedness can be corrected by wearing glasses with convex lens. These lenses decrease the size of the image. Let me call my classmate Ayel to talk about the human tongue.
Thank you very much to Ayela to introduce me.
I'm going to talk about the tongue. The tongue is a sensory organ for tasting. It is attached on the floor of the mouth and it is pink in color. The tongue, after collecting impulse from food with different tastes, it sends a message to the brain through gustatory nerve. The brain gives a feedback of the kind of taste in that food. The tongue has got the following taste bud or taste zone: sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Let me call my classmate Nolan Ibe to talk more about the tongue.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Iyigwe Nolan. I'm in P4 class in Colombiere. I am going to give examples of the taste buds or taste zones. The sweet, the grapefruits like sugar, honey, yellow bananas. Salty, common salt, sour, aloe vera, bitter, lemon, and dry mangoes. Hygiene of the tongue. To keep hygiene of the tongue, we have to brush our tongue regularly with our toothbrush. With toothpaste. Do not eat a lot of bitter and cold fruit because it makes the tongue inactive. Seek medical care if you have any tongue infection, and rinse your mouth with clean water. Rinse your mouth with clean water after eating food. Thank you for hearing us. If you have any question, find us in our table for more information.
Invite the group of food and nutrition for their presentation.
Hello, my name is Marianinga Megan. I'm in P5 class. I'm going to present about food and nutrition. First of all, I'm going to talk about a balanced diet. A balanced diet is a meal containing all food nutrients in the right amount. You may ask yourself, what is a meal? A meal is food eaten in any occasion of the day. Lift and play. We have vitamins. Vitamins are protective food because they protect us from diseases. We have examples of a balanced diet. We have fruits like watermelon. We have mangoes. We have passion fruit. We have apples. We have 3 tomatoes. We have examples of carbohydrates like cassava. We have the examples of proteins. We have eggs, as you may see. May I invite my friends Shima and Taylor to talk about vitamins.
Become strong and to fight against diseases. There are some foods that contain vitamins, for example, meat, fish, eggs, milk, and many others. We can also make juice with fruits containing vitamins, and we may show you a demonstration. fruits and wash them. After washing our fruits, we cut them. Cutting the fruits. After cutting our fruits, we take a clean blender and open it. And we start putting in the fruits. After putting in our fruits, we may add in some little water. After adding some water, we cover the blender. We turn it on and it starts mixing. After blending, we take a clean glass and pour the juice in it. It is very tasty. If you want, you can have a taste.
As you see, this juice is very thin because it's a smoothie. When it's a smoothie, it has more proteins, nutrients. My friend Shima will talk about it. For the juice to be more nutritious, we don't need to remove the peelings, because if you put the fruits in the blender with the peelings on, it is more nutritious. And thank you for listening to us. May I invite our friends Kendra and Sarah to talk about carbohydrates.
Good morning. As you said, my name is Kendra.
And my name is Sierra.
And we'll be talking about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy-giving foods that give us energy to jump, lift, stand, and etc. There are many examples of carbohydrates. There are potatoes, cassava, yams, cooking oil, and etc. For the carbohydrate to be well digested, there must be some vegetables in the diet.
We are going to demonstrate how we prepare the salad.
We already made the salad. We use carrots, cucumbers, onions, tomatoes, and pepper, and lemon. We We replace the vinegar by the lemon because the vinegar isn't healthy. After washing hands, we also wash the vegetables. Then we cut the vegetables, put them on a plate. You can make a decoration if you want. Add some lemon and black pepper if you want. And as you see, it looks tasty, and if you want, you can have a taste. May I invite my friend Edwin to come and talk about proteins.
Thank you, Kendra, for inviting me. As she said, I'm going to be talking about proteins. Proteins are food nutrients that you can get. They build muscles and make our body strong. For example, we have eggs, milk, meat, and so many others. However, eating too much proteins can lead to some diseases. That's why may I invite my friend Alvin to talk about deficiency diseases.
Thank you, Edwin, for inviting me. As Edwin has said, I'm going to be talking about deficiency diseases. For example, we have kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is a disease caused by lack of proteins in your diet. It has symptoms like reddish-brown hair, and it can be prevented by eating food rich in proteins. And we also have marasmus. Marasmus is a disease caused by lack of proteins and carbohydrates in your diet. It has symptoms like prominent ribs and thin body. It can be prevented by eating more of a balanced diet. And as my friend Edwin has said, proteins are very good for your body. But once again, eating too much of proteins can lead to patterns on your skin. And carbohydrates are also very good for your body, as my friends Kendra and Ciara have said. But eating too much of proteins can cause diabetes because carbohydrates contain sugar, and too much of sugar can lead to diabetes. And remember, you must consume salad into 8 hours. If not, it can lead to food poisoning. And I'm not telling you not to eat proteins nor carbohydrates, but to remember to put in some other components of a balanced diet in your diet. Thank you. I'd like to invite my friend Rina to talk about food preservation.
Thank you, Alvin, for inviting me. As he said, I'll be talking about food preservation. Food preservation is the act of keeping raw or cooked food for consumption later. There are many methods of food preservation. There is refrigerating, roasting, and boiling. Refrigerating is the removal of unwanted heat from a substance and is transferred to another substance. There is also roasting. Roasting is a slow cooking process that uses diffused heat to cook the ingredients. And there is also the main advantage of roasting. It is that it helps the food to be removed the volatile matter from it. There is also boiling. The boiling water method involves keeping food in airtight jars and covering them with boiling water and then cooking them for a specific time. The advantage of boiling is that it helps to remove starchy items from the proteins to make the food more edible. Thank you. I would like to invite Megan to talk about make an Thank you for listening to us. We may come to our stand for more questions and to show you how to prepare an omelette. Thank you.
Dear parents, I am the team leader of this group and our topic is sound. But first, let us present ourselves. I am called Gila Iganze Neida in P4 class at La Colombiere School. My name is Munyaburo King in P4 class. My name is Rodrigo Davina in P4 class. I'm called Gishime Ellen in P4 class. I am Sergio Silver in P4 class. Now, welcome back. Let us start. As I told you, our topic is sound. And sound is a form of energy that you hear. It is produced by means of vibration. It travels through three states of matter, which are solids, liquid, and gases. The easiest state of matter through which sound passes is solid. And now let me show you an experiment proving that sound passes through solid easily. Now we need a parent to come and prove if this experiment is true or false. Someone can come.
Good morning. I'm fine. Say again. No, it's reality.
Transmitted through words. And when sound is blocked by an obstacle, it is reflected back, and that forms echo. Wait, let me show you how echo is produced. Now let King tell you more about sound.
Thank you, Gila. Thank you, everyone. As she has said, on one hand, when sound is well organized, it becomes music, which is an art form or cultural activity playing the different roles. Like it is a source of income. Different artists who practice music gain income from it. It also helps people to relax and it also helps people to express themselves. But
There are some musical instruments which help us to organize sound to make it really music. So let me invite my friend Sven to tell you more about it. Thank you, King. Thank you, everyone. As King told you, musical instruments are instruments which can help us to organize sound to make it exactly music. There are different kinds of musical instruments which are played differently. But let me tell you one which is a guitar. This is a guitar. A guitar is played by strumming like this. Or clanking like this. Now, let Davina continue with musical instruments. Thank you, Sven. Thank you, everyone. As Sven just talked about a guitar, don't think that a guitar is the only musical instrument. There are many others. For example, a piano. Look, this is a piano. Let me show you how they play it. Let Gila continue telling you about musical instruments. Thank you, Davina. Thank you, everyone. As she said, there are many, as Davina and Steven told you, there are many musical instruments. But let me tell you one more of them, like a drum. This is a drum, and it is played by hitting using hand or stick. Wait, let me show you. When it's played by sticks, it's played like this. This is a stick, and when it is played by hand, it is played like this. And many other musical instruments which are played by blowing air using mouth, like a flute, a trumpet, and many others. Speakers and microphone. This is a microphone. They help us to amplify the sound, and most especially in a big audience. There are 4. When you want to store a sound, you can use devices such as CD. This is a CD. A flash disk. This is a flash disk. A telephone. This is a telephone. And very many others. That was all about well-organized sound. But when sound is not organized, when it is disorganized, it becomes noise. And now let Ellen tell you more about it. Gila, thank you everyone. As Gila has just told you, when sound is disorganized, it becomes noise. On another hand, noise is unpleasant sound to the ear. Don't think that noise cannot cause some serious problems to people who get in contact with it. Noise can cause some diseases like stress, or emotional behaviors, headache, and tinnitus. All that noise has a source that it comes from, like crowded place, markets, roads, and factories. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind attention. That was all about what we discovered about sounds.
Our dear parents, I am Shiloh in P5 class and I'm here with my colleagues Camila, Oran, Moya and Elga to talk about tools. Tools are devices that simplify work. There are several groups of tools. For example, there are gardening tools, mechanical tools, carpentry tools, masonry tools, and many others. For us, we are going to talk about masonry tools. Masonry tools are tools used for construction. These tools are grouped according to their purpose. We have leveling tools like water level and plumb line, shaping tools like trowel, jointer, and brick frame, smoothing tools like float, measuring tools like meter ruler, tape measure, and T-square, transporting tools like wheelbarrow, breaking tools like brick hammer, and mixing tools like shovel, trowel, and motor mixer. Let me welcome my teammate Camila to demonstrate how our motor mixer works. Thank you.
Thank you, my classmate Shiloh, for introducing me. As she said, I'm going to demonstrate the motor mixer. This is a motor mixer. The blade here inside rotates and concurrently mixes the motor while scraping its side, keeping the adhesive motor from sticking to its side. As you can see, I am going to put the sun and then I'll switch on the motor. It exactly does what I have just explained. The sand in had been mixed, and this helps to reduce a lot of work wasted in mixing motor using human work, meaning this simplifies his work. Thank you. I'm going to invite my classmates for. Thank you, my colleague Camila, for introducing me. I will talk about how we can maintain masonry tool. We can maintain masonry tool by storing them in a cool, dry place, toolboxes, or hang them on racks. You can repair the broken ones, paint some metal tool like wheelbarrow and motor mixer to prevent them from rust. It is important to use each and every tools for its purpose. Masonry tools are good but dangerous when used badly. They may cause cuts on limbs. They may also cause severe injuries, which is caused by falling, brake shifts, and motor into the eyes, using the wrong tool for the job, and carrying sharp tools in the pockets, and so many others. Now my colleague Moria will present how we can prevent from those dangers. Thank you.
Thank you, my colleague Oran, for introducing me. As he said, I am going to be talking about the prevention of dangers of masonry tools. We can prevent dangers of masonry tools when we wear protective gears like boots, gloves, safety glasses, and helmets. We should always keep tools away from food and the path of other people.
In today's technology, as our generation takes a steady progress, there will be change in Rwanda's space come 2050. Let me invite my classmate Elga to take us through Vision 2050 Master Plan of Kigali. Thank you.
Thank you, my colleague Moria. As she said, I'm going to talk about Vision 2050. Vision 2050 is the Rwanda National Development Strategy launched in December 2020 by President Paul Kagame and the country's Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, Minecofin. The program, which follows the previous Vision 2020, which rebuilt Rwanda after years of civil war and genocide, aims to transform Rwanda into an upper middle income country by 2035 and into a high income country by 2050. Introducing the strategy, His Excellency President Paul Kagame announced Vision 2020 was about what we had to do in order to survive and regain our dignity. But Vision 2050 has to be about the future we choose because we can and because we deserve it. This can only be achieved when mercenary tools are in place and when we have people who can use them. That's why we study them to be tomorrow's engineers of this country. Thank you, dear parents. For more information about mercenary tools and Vision 2050, meet us at our stand. Thank you. Welcome, dear parents. My name is Marina Beni. I am in P4 class. I am here to tell you about objects production. In this topic, we learn how to use the environment to meet our needs. We do this by making utility objects using our hands. Utility objects are objects made from local materials and they help us to meet our needs, most especially in our homes. This teaches us how to appreciate the environment and protect it from any danger. The environment provides us materials such as clay, banana fibers, wood, palm leaves, sticks, and others. We use these materials to make utility objects such as pots, baskets, mats, and others. Let me welcome my friend Johnny to explain to you how to make a basket.
Thank you. As he said, my name is Kalisa Johnny. I'm here to explain to you how to weave a basket using Manila papers. The art of making baskets is known as basketry. There are different methods of making baskets. These include coiling, weaving, and twisting. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to weave a basket using Manila papers. Get Manila papers, interweave them to the size that you want, bend them upwards to form a U shape, continue interweaving them to the size that you want, bend them properly and put a handle. You arrange your Manila papers like 5 the way you want. Then you interweave them.
bend it to form a U shape, it will be like this. Then you bend it properly and you put a handle. Let me invite my friend Ian to take you through other products that we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny, to introduce me. My name is Ian. I'm going to tell you how to make a paper bag. We first take a hard paper. We need the materials that follows: a hard paper, a pencil, a ruler, a glue, and a cutter. We cut the hard paper to the size that you want, fold it and put glue, put handles made out of threads, put any design that you want. Ours, we designed it with the name of our school because we love it so much. Anyone who would like to buy our envelopes, they are available at 1,000. Let me welcome my colleague Rita to tell you how to make a doormat.
Thank you, Ian, to introduce me. My name is Rita. I'm in P.4 class. I'm going to explain to you how we make a doormat. We shall need the following materials: plastic tubes, a cutter, glue, threads, and a manila paper or a piece of cloth. First take a tube and roll it like this on the tubes. And then take glue and stick the tubes on the manila paper or piece of cloth. And stick on the manila paper. And then cut the tube. Remove the tube. After, you will have a doormat like this. Thank you. Let me introduce my friend Kezia to talk about the maintenance of utility objects.
Thank you, Rita, for introducing me. My name is Kezia. I am going to talk about maintenance of utility objects. We can maintain utility objects by keeping them in a clean, dry place, by using them for their purpose, and by using them carefully. For more information about utility objects, you can find us on our table. Thank you so much.
We're about to get to the end of presentations. We appreciate very much your time and your patience. Please keep it up.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben and I'm here with my classmates. We are going to talk about organization skills. Organization skills is a topic that helps a child to grow when he or she is organized.
Organization skills can be seen in different ways. For example, in the classroom, at home, in the bedroom, and even everywhere, and even in the environment. But today we are going to focus on organization in the bedroom. It involves hygiene in the bedroom. First of all, hygiene is the matter of being clean. Apart from the bed itself, there should and must be things in the bedroom. There must be windows to allow in fresh air. There must be ventilators to allow in fresh air when you close windows. There should be a bed. For those who can afford the bed, they can put a mat and put on the mattress. Now my classmate Raisa is going to continue from here.
Thank you, Ben. As he said, I'm going to continue with what he was saying. There's bed sheets in our room used to make the bed going to sleep at night. There are bed covers used to warm us at night while sleeping. There are closets used to arrange our clothes in them. There are some people who have offices in their room used to continue their work from there. In children's room, we can put a bookshelf to arrange storybooks so that we can read stories for them at night when they go to sleep. I will be glad to invite my friend Oban to tell you reasons why we should keep hygiene in the bedroom.
Thank you, Raisa. As she said, I'm going to talk about reason why we should keep our bedroom clean. We should keep our bedroom clean to avoid bad smell, to have a good smell, to avoid humidity and moisture, to avoid diseases, to avoid insects by spraying insecticide, to avoid dust, to have smartness, and to keep the room clean. Thank you. I'm going to invite my classmates Nikki to talk benefits why we should keep our bedroom clean.
Thank you, Oba, and thank you, everyone. My name is Nikki, and I'm going to talk about benefits of cleaning our bedroom. First of all, you can prevent yourself from lung diseases. You can have a better life. You can be much healthier. You can have much better sleep. It can decrease bone deformation, and you can have a good mental hygiene. Now I'm going to invite my classmate Telisa to explain how to clean our bedroom.
We can clean our bedroom by replacing our mattress every 10 years, wash our bed sheets regularly, keep furniture away from walls, check your closet for mold growth, remove any mold growth promptly, no pets in the bedroom and never on the bed. In the morning for children, we should take a towel and clean the Macintosh. We should also put our mattress on the sunshine for the sun rays to kill microbes. And now we are going to do a simple child bed. First of all, collect the first bed sheet. Do the hospital corner. on the second bedsheet upside down. Do clean corner. Put on the blanket. Fold it back. And put the pillow. This is how we do a simple child bed. Alex wakes up late. He don't mind to do his bed. And he cover it with the blanket. And he says that he's done. While Raisa wake up earlier and organize his bed. Which of these two beds will you sleep on? I would like one parent to tell me one.
I'll choose Raisa's bed.
Can you tell me why?
Because it's well organized.
Thank you, parents, but as children we need to grow when we are organized, and this can help us to be responsible citizens of the country. I made a video about my daily routine, but unfortunately because of much light it wasn't able to be displayed, but it will be communicated to you. Thank you.
To this science project exhibition of 2023, my name is Nayal. I am in P5 class. I am with my classmates to talk about materials. You know, materials are substances of which a thing is made of. We can group them into two groups: metallic materials and non-metallic materials. Metals are hard and shiny and sonorous. When I talk about sonorous, I mean they produce a ringing sound when hit. They are also considered to be good conductors of electricity and heat, but non-metals have the opposite of those properties of metals. Metals include aluminium, gold, silver, copper, and others. For example, this spoon is made of stainless steel.
This electric wire is made of copper. The iron sheets you see are made of iron. The earrings are made of gold or silver and others. Let me welcome my friend Anaya to come and talk about how we can maintenance of materials.
Thank you, Nae, for introducing me. I'm now going to talk about maintenance of materials. We can maintain materials in the following way: by galvanizing them, oiling them, and painting them. First of all, I'm going to talk about galvanizing them. Galvanizing them is the process of applying a protecting zinc coating to iron or steel surface. Painting is the coating of an iron or steel surface with paint, and we must all moving metallic parts of an object to avoid it from rust or corrosion. Now I'm going to show you an experiment of how you can paint an iron sheet by yourself. You only need a paint brush, paint, glove, and an apron to now I first of all wear a glove. Take this paint brush, dip it in paint, and paint this iron surface. Let's turn it. When I finish, I put the paint brush in paint, and now you can see that this iron surface is paint. I'm now going to invite my friend Ariella to talk about non-metals.
Thank you. As she said, I'm Ariella. I'm in P5 class, and I'm going to talk about non-metals. Non-metals are materials that are not metals. Examples of non-metals: plastics, polythene, and others. Materials can be measured using different terms like density, mass, and volume. First of all, we have to know their definitions. Density is mass per unit volume of a substance, and its standard unit is grams per cubic centimeters. Mass is the quantity of matter in an object, and its standard unit is grams or kilograms. Volume is the amount of space occupied by an object, and its standard unit is cubic centimeters. Now we have saw the definitions of density, mass, and volume. Density, mass, and volume also have formulas. Now I'm going to draw a shape that will help us to find their formulas. This is a shape that will help us to find their formulas. This is mass, density, and volume. As you see, this is mass, density, and volume. Now we are going to find their formulas. Now we are going to find the formula of mass. Mass equals density times volume. Now the formula of density equals mass divided by volume. Volume equals mass divided by density. All of these are formulas of density, mass, and volume. Now we have states of matter. First of all, we have to know the definitions of matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that occupies a space and has mass. We have three states of matter. We have solid, liquid, and others. As you see here, we have regular and irregular objects. Here there is a stone. A stone is an irregular object. A box is a regular object. Now let me call my classmates Lucky to differentiate regular and irregular objects. Thank you. Thank you for presenting me. As she said, I'm here to differentiate between regular and irregular objects. What are regular objects? Regular objects are objects with definite shape. When I say definite shape, I mean shapes with length, width, and height. For example, triangles, rectangles, and squares. And irregular objects are objects without definite shape. Such objects include broken bricks, stone, and so many others. So to calculate their volume, we use the displacement methods. It is done as follows. We need the following materials: 2 measuring cylinders, water, stone, and a string. First of all, we are going to pour water in the 2 measuring cylinders. Now I'm going to pour water up to 150 cubic centimeters. Now I'm going to tie the stone so that I could not touch in water. I will tie it and immerse it in water. Slowly, so that you can see how the water is rising. The water was on 150 cubic centimeters. Now it rose from 150 to 200 cubic centimeters. And the final volume equals 200 cubic centimeters. Now to calculate the volume of the stone, we are going to take the final volume minus the initial volume. The volume of the stone equals 200 cubic centimeters minus 150 cubic centimeters. That equals to 50 cubic centimeters. Now I'm going to ask you a question. A piece of gold was immersed in water and the water rose from 144 cubic centimeters to 206 cubic centimeters. Calculate its volume. The answer must come from the parent tent and you must not use your calculators or your phones. Thank you. Calculate its volume.
So 206 minus 144, it is 62.
Thank you for answering perfectly. Clap for him. Come forward and get your rewards. listening to us. This marks our conclusion. Come and visit us at our stand for more information about materials. Thank you.
ariko harabura ikintu abana basabye ko muza kubareba ku mastanzi yabo niba mufite n'ibibazo mubabaza, ariko mbere yaho nashaka ngo nshimire abarimu ba science nk'uko nabibabwiye tugitangira, kuko babonye ko ari ngombwa ko twajya twiga teori mu bitabo byabo, ariko noneho tukagira igihe tuberekana practicals bigendana. Let me invite teacher of science in P4, Teacher Michael. Teacher Joseph, P5, and Teacher Eric. P6. Teacher Eric in P6. P6 ntabwo yabaye involved cyane kubera bafite national exam. They were very busy. Ariko si ukuvuga ko nabo badafite practicals. Ariko abangaba bamuhagarariye Teacher Eric kugaraza mu kanya. Natangiye mbibabwira baje kare ko bizajya biba buri mwaka. Umwaka ushize tubereke in science ibyo bize. Kandi si ukuvuga ko abo mwabonye hano, excuse me, abana mwabonye bahagarariye abandi, si ukuvuga ko abandi batabizi. Bariya bose mureba ni P4, 5 bakora kimwe, nuko tutabazana bose hano. Ikindi aba bana bato bari lower classes P1, P2, P3 nabo biga Esther, murabizi. Nabo bazagera igihe nabo bagera iki gihe cya P4, 5 na 6. Ikindi twabasabye dutangira twavuze ngo twatangiye project, mujya mubona baza kubabwira ko bakeneye ibikoresho mu rugo. Turabasabye mujye mubibaha kugira ngo bagabane na televiziyo, bajye bajya muri handwork kurusha kujya muri televiziyo. Nayo ni nziza kuri emission mwarebye neza muzi, ariko noneho tureka abana bacu batangire bakoresha intoki. Nabwiye ko ariyo murongo w'igihugu cyacu, mubareke rero utangire from scratch. Murakoze rero. Uyu mwanya rero Teacher Eric yabuze ushobora gutwara ishuma byo bari byiza kuko ageze aho asarurwa, ariko ibigori nabonye bijya bitaraba neza. Reka rero tubashimire. Ikindi twabasaba, umuntu ushaka gutaha, uyu ni umwanya mushobora no kureba abarimu mu maklasi yandi, kuko twifuza ko abantu badapfa gutaha uko babonye, nta control twagira cyane ku bana. Abarimu nibo ba P4, 5, 6 science teachers bafite icyo bababwira. Murakoze cyane.
The parents around, the principal, the teachers around, and the students at large, welcome to this science project exhibition. We are so happy to receive you here. First, I want to always appreciate our principal. She has done a lot of work. Since we started this exhibition, it has taken only 2 weeks preparation. But at least we have reached to the climax, at least when we have something to show. And that one, this regard goes to the administration. Allow me to put hands together and we clap for. The same regard goes to the parents who manage to give us their children, especially in that time of evening. We wrote to you, we got some information that we need those students at school to remain in the evening. And cooperatively, we worked with that. Now students, get your hands together and we clap for our parents. Much of the thanks goes to the students. You did a great work, indeed. You showed what we call success. And success comes from hard work. You did what you managed. The ability you exhibited, it showed us the potential and even the talent which is in you. So thank you so much for participating in this exhibition, and you are so highly appreciated. You can clap for yourself. I would like to end with one comment, and I would like to talk about one scientist, and that scientist known as the Benjamin Franklin, who said that tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. This explains that the participation these children are in, it introduces them to increase their confidence and also to express themselves and also show their views and opinions in the public. And we are so happy that they came up with that motive. And lastly, it goes to the teachers, especially the organizing committee, those who worked with me, those who worked together. I know it was not so easy, it was so tiresome. Some of us sometimes we remain here at school and then we go extra hours so that we can make this one successful. So students together help me, and we thank all the teachers behind this exhibition. I'll end by thanking the principal. Principal, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
So we request all the students who are presenting to be in their stands so that parents can come and ask you any questions, okay? Thank you. Murakoze rero ubwo numwanya wo gusura urangije umunsi